Dude, these students asked questions of me that I couldn't answer. There were 15-year-olds asking me questions to which I didn't have an answer. These are 15-year-olds, right? 16-year-olds. That alone would lead me as a sociologist to say, damn, what happened?
한국의 엄청난 성장, 그리고 그 이면의 치열한 경쟁에 대해 이야기한 미국의 교수가 있습니다. 그는 바로 펜실베니아 주립대의 리처드 교수인데요. 그는 자신이 직접 한국 고등학교에 방문하고 느낀 바를 털어놓으며 강의를 펼쳤습니다. 특히 한국인 학생들이 등장해 말해주는 경험담에는 많은 외국인들이 관심을 보였죠.
We'll say even the past 55 years or so has been something that we've really never seen in human history. To reach a level of modernization, growth, and development that we just have never seen. You know, Korea, in 1965, the economy was, the country of Ghana was wealthier than Korea. The country of Algeria was wealthier than Korea. Dude, Tunisia was wealthier than Korea. And now Korea is the 10th largest economy in the world. That alone would lead me as a sociologist to say, damn, what happened? And which is, of course, what it has maintained my interest in Korea. I was first interested or introduced to Korea back in the mid-'80s through some of the early to mid-'80s when I had some graduate student friends from Seoul. And I started to really kind of dig into Korean geopolitics and economics and familiarize myself with the culture and a lot of things. And so, I became just fascinated by Korea. And I have watched it, over the course of the past 40 years just expand. Korea is one of the most educated countries in the world. About 70% of Koreans aged 25 to 34 have four-year college degrees. And the U.S. is 40%. And then look at Germany, Saudi Arabia. I put Saudi Arabia because there are so many Saudis in here. And China, Nigeria. What do you do? How do you get there? Like, what's going on in Korea? When I was in Korea, Junho and I went to this Incheon International High School, and I gave a talk there. And you can see me somewhere in the middle. I think I'm in the, oh yeah, you can see me. There I am. Hang on. Right there. The dude. Dude, these students asked questions of me that I couldn't answer. There were 15-year-olds asking me questions to which I didn't have an answer. There was one question about U.S. foreign policy as it relates to China. These are 15-year-olds, right? 16-year-olds, and I almost had to do a call in to my friend who's the national security advisor to the White House on China, and I'm like, hang on a sec, y'all. I'm gonna have to call her to get an answer to this question because, okay. So one thing about this is that the entire country is organized on this day around this test.
So like the plane, yeah, they do not run the plane on that day, like that time.
Like, so planes
because of the
flying.
noise.
So, okay. Meaning, so they reroute air traffic.
Even like companies, like they do not go to company on the day because of the traffic.
So in the morning, in order to ensure that all the students make it to the exam on time, everybody in society, like companies and businesses and organizations, start work later on that day to make sure everybody gets there.
Schools are off, and like all the teachers and like other students, they just go and cheer up.
Like people cheering on. Hey, so this term here, Hell Joseon. Have you heard of this before?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. Can you all talk about this?
I mean, it's like a term because like you've all seen it, like because it's so competitive to get a job or even like a good life there, we kind of call it Hell Joseon.
Hey, how do you say hey?
It's like Hell Joseon.
Joseon.
Yeah.
So say more about Hell Joseon. Say Hell.
As a student, when I was back in Korea, I was a high school student there, and I was actually preparing for like many exams there, and like like 90%, like just most of the students, they studied more than like 10 or 12 hours a day. So like even I studied as much as I could, it was just the average. So I remember it was very competitive.
And so the idea is that no matter what you do, you're like spinning your wheels to try to keep up with everybody else.
Right.
And you never know if you can, because are you ever gonna, it doesn't matter how much you study, you can always study more, and there's always someone else studying more. And then when you finally get a job, maybe you get a job, and or you're graduating, now you're competing with all these other people, and you're back on the hamster wheel. And then once you get a job, maybe you're not making enough money, or you're working and working and working, and no matter what, it's like hell. It's like Squid Game. So that would sound like hell to most of you all. They were competing with 70% of the population their age who also had college degrees. So the college degree is just the norm. Tell people what these hagwons are. Like what is this?
So normally it starts at 8, I think, and then ends at 3 afternoon. So that's only school. And
Okay,
then,
so everyone goes to school, right? Okay, so all right, go ahead.
And then after school, when I was in middle school, I went to like 2 or 3 hagwons. It's basically line tutoring, at line tutors. In some tutoring, if you get, they test you, and then if you don't get like high scores, they don't send you home. So
Wait, so you get like locked into a hagwon?
So like basically a few days I couldn't go to home, like in the 3 or 4 in the morning.
Wait, so you're paying, your parents are paying for this, right? Your parents pay for this. The hagwons you pay for.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
okay.
$300, $400 a month.
Okay. And it could be a lot more. If you have a lot of money,
Yeah.
obviously you're going to pay a lot of money. And here's what would happen. I just want to be clear about something. If 70% of American 25 to 34-year-olds had college degrees, trust me, you all would be going to hagwons also, because you'd be competing. As it is, when you graduate from Penn State, you have the idea, okay, you're going to find a job. But if you were competing with twice as many people with college degrees, you'd be tutoring. You'd be like trying to elevate get your game together, man.
그러면 오늘 영상은 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 끝까지 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.